Lovely view there of Arizona landscape where we are for Deck Pass Live. Coming to you from Mesa, Arizona, the site of the third stop of the TYR Pro Swim Series. I'm your host, Jeff Commings, and we are again here at the Skyline Aquatic Center. Night one finals in the books, and if you watched the webcast, you saw that Mother Nature was having a little fun with the swimmers here tonight. A lot of strong gusts that played in a lot of strategies, affected a lot of the times here in the pool, but I think everybody still really liked the racing aspect here in Mesa, Arizona. We'll talk about some of the races tonight, but first we're going to bring in our guest for tonight, 2012 Olympic gold medalist in the 200 freestyle, Allison Schmitt. Allison, it's wonderful to see you. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks. It's wonderful to be here.
So you swam tonight in the 200 freestyle, your first race since winning the gold medal in the 800 free relay in Rio. What was that like to be able to get back in the water and race again?
It was awesome. It was really fun. I mean, knowing the heat from Leah, Sierra, Mel, Haley, it was fun in the ready room and fun to dive off those blocks and race again.
So you got second in the race to Leah, very strong racer that Leah always is. But you were out there in lane number 7. You were a fighter all the way through. Talk us through your strategy, especially given how the wind was playing a little bit of a factor there.
I don't know how much of a strategy I had. I didn't have much expectations coming in here. I had no idea what to expect. First race in 18 months or 19 months, but I was excited about it. I'm happy with how it went, and I know that there's work to be done, but at least we have a starting point now. Yeah, you
definitely do. So, as I said, this was your first race since Rio, and I know you spent a lot of time away from the pool then. I know you and your gal pal, Elizabeth Beisel, went on like the world tour to end all world tours. You know, when did you two start planning that?
At camp, honestly. We knew we were both ready to travel, and we were excited about it. So at camp, we were finding all the different places to go to, and then we didn't finalize it until like 2 weeks before. That's what we had. We had some great plans. It ended up working out. At first, we saw the flights, and we're like, no way are we doing this. This is too much, 2 weeks before. But if you buy one ways, it's a lot cheaper.
So spent a lot of time in Asia and Africa. Which would you say was your favorite place of all?
Asia and Australia.
Asia and Australia,
yes.
Right there.
They're all different. Of course, Australia was really fun. We caught up with a lot of swimmers that both of us have met throughout the years and been on teams with and become friends with. So that was definitely a highlight of the trip, but there was different aspects that we learned. We thought that we were backpacking. So we went with one backpack, which is a huge deal for Beisel and I. But it was fun. We ended up actually checking our backpack because we were like, we can't hold this any longer.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah. We're gonna check this one. So
that's really cool. It's real cool. Again, as I said, it's just great not just to see you back in the pool, back on deck. I know a lot of people were excited to know you were coming back into swimming, and I'm sure even the ladies that were swimming with you, you know, you mentioned you're really good friends with, you have a lot of fun with. I mean, let's just show the results again of the top 8 that were in that field. And as we said, Leah Smith was out on top. You were second, 1:59.57, 100th ahead of Melanie. I mean,
I can see the times now.
Yeah, you couldn't see them before. I mean, you were 1-1. I mean, it was really just you and Melanie. Was just like who was going to have the longer fingernails at the end, and you got it by 1/100.
I got pink ones.
Yeah, you had the more fashionable fingernails. So, I mean, we're going in. I know you didn't have many expectations, but I mean, talk about what it is feeling for you to be sub 2 minutes right now.
I was surprised. I'm excited for it, and I think that proves to myself that the work that I've been doing is showing. I know, like I said, I know there's a lot more work to be put in to even get back to where I was. So, and I want to go beyond that.
Right.
So I'm excited with the results that we had tonight, and it was definitely a different swim. We were all talking about the first lap, how we got 3/4 of the way down, and you were just like, whoa. You could feel the wind just like throw you back
Yeah.
on one of the strokes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fair game. All of us are in the exact same conditions. So just being able to get up and race, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I love racing. I love the competition part of the sport, and I love the friends part of the sport. So having both of that tonight was really proved to me why I'm back in this sport, and it makes me excited for the future.
Yeah. What else are you going to be swimming here in Mesa?
Just the 100 tomorrow.
Just the 100 tomorrow. Well, I
Yeah.
think that's good.
Yeah.
But do you think maybe the 400's in your future, or are you just going to stick with the 100 and 200 for this Olympic cycle?
Just the 100 and the 200. Focusing on those, I know that there's a lot of training just for those two.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, just the 100 and 200 right now, and see where we are.
Yeah.
I know that I'm just taking it day by day, and the moment that I'm not having fun with this sport, I will walk away. But I know that this part of my journey is an exciting part, and no matter what happens in the future, I will be excited that I did give it another chance.
Yeah, and I got to speak for everybody who's watching that we're just excited to see, you know, no matter what happens, you're on deck. So
I appreciate that.
and
Thank
we're
you.
we're really excited to see what you do, not just tomorrow on the 100 free, but the rest of the summer leading up to nationals.
Thank you.
All right, Allison, thank you so much, and we'll be right back. We're going to
See you
have
guys.
much more race footage for you, more to talk about on Deck Pass Live.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as you saw there, we're here in Mesa, the third of 6 stops in the Arena Pro Swim Series. You don't want to miss the rest of them. It's a build-up to Nationals, which is a very important Nationals this year. People qualify for not just the Pan-Pacific Championships later this year in Tokyo, but also for next year's World Championships. So everybody's got to put everything on the line, because if you just slip up a little bit, you may not be on an international team for a long time, and you don't get your next chance until the 2020 Olympic trials. So everybody's going to be really fighting for those spots, and it's really going to be an exciting Nationals. Hope you won't miss that. So great talk with Allison, talk about the 200 freestyle where she got second tonight at the Pro Swim Series. We're going to talk about a couple more races. There were some highlights. We're going to start with the men's 200 backstroke, which featured the reigning Olympic champion Ryan Murphy. Was a little bit, tentative in the first 100, and then he really turned on the afterburners and won with a 156.51. His teammate Jacob Pebley 158.30, and then Zachary Pody 202.35. As you can see, Murphy and Pebley just have become the class of the field in the 200 backstroke, and they're definitely going to be the two to watch when we get up to Nationals later this summer, qualifying, as I said, for Pan Pacs and World Championships next year. So another highlight of the meet tonight was the men's 200 breaststroke. A lot of familiar faces: Josh Pernot, Kevin Cordes, Nick Fink, Cody Miller. They were all racing for not just the win, but some valuable prize money, and just kind of to see who's on top here. And it was Josh Pernot who had a great second 100 there, 2:11.30 to get the win over Nick Fink, Carlos Clavery, and then Kevin Cordes. And then in fifth there was Cody Miller, 2:14.11. So we have some great swims there, and this is going to set up for even better men's 100 breaststroke tomorrow. So don't miss that here at the Arena Pro Swim Series. So speaking of what we have left going on here at the meet, you're not going to want to miss out on a lot of the exciting action that's going to be coming up on Saturday. Now, some of the things that are really going to be cool is kind of like the 50s, which we don't do very often here in the United States, so you don't want to miss the 50 fly, 50 back, and 50 breaststroke. And there'll also be the 50 freestyle, where people like Nathan Adrian will be there. And it's going to be this is one of the most exciting meets, I think, each year, because this is kind of the setup to the spring, summer training and racing season. And everybody's really trying to feel things out and see where they're going to go. But here's what's really exciting about this meet here. We've got the mystery medley. It's the mystery 200 IM. So the top 8 finishers in the men's and women's 200 IM, they come out. They don't know what order they're going to have to swim their 200 IM, and they won't know until just before the race. And we're going to be bringing you that exclusively here on Deck Pass Live, so you don't want to miss that. They did this first in Austin, and I just loved it so much, and I'm just excited to be able to bring that to you with Ted Robinson and Rowdy Gaines on Saturday. So again, don't miss that. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight's episode of Deck Pass Live. Thank you again to Allison Schmitt for joining us. We're going to be back here tomorrow after prelims and after finals. You don't want to miss any action. Be sure to watch all the races on our webcast and prelims. Then go over to watch Ted and Rowdy call the races tomorrow night for NBC. And again, we'll be back after finals to recap it all. So for everybody here, thank you very much. I'm Jeff Cummings, and we will see you tomorrow.